back when I was invited to this thing, the synagogue had been closed for several years because of structural damage. It had water leakage, the building was falling apart, the plaster was falling down. So the board of directors of the synagogue had hired a curator, and she had brought together maybe 10 or 15 artists from around the country in the Western world, Europe, to come there and look at the piece, look at the thing, and do a piece in response to the synagogue. So I was the vice, so I went back there and looked at it, and it was a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous museum. But I wasn't interested, and I told the curator I'm not interested in this, I'm sorry, but it doesn't do anything for me. So she said, why don't you just walk around the neighborhood, Richard? So I walked around the neighborhood, and right around the corner was a brand new mosque. And I thought, oh, wow. Here's a mosque, and here's a synagogue, a block of each other, so I thought I would deal with that. So I began to make drawings, and I got the two books, the Bible and the Quran. And I tore pages out of them, you can see where this is going, and I cut up the pages, and I wove them together exactly like your clothing. Your threads go this way and they go this way, exactly like that. But I had taken the books, and I cut them up and did that kind of stuff with them. And during the process, myself and the curator kept going back and forth and back and forth. And she had said, could you make changes, can you make changes? And I said, no. I said, you know my work, I'm not trying to sort of, create a revolution, I'm trying to sort of create a woven cloth where people come together. And so eventually what had happened, the synagogue said, no, we can't have, and the curator refused to sort of stand up for me, and so she buckled. And so the piece was never shown back there. None of this, the drawings, I was the only artist which was not in that show. But what had happened when a friend of mine said you should contact this woman, Svetlana Mincheva, who's the director of the National Clandestine and Censorship, you should contact her, so she took it on, and then the whole thing exploded into the press. So there was no way that I could do anything. It was all over the New England press and New York. So that piece, and this piece here was part of that. This is actually, I should say, the first time this has ever been shown. This piece here, and he betrayed his master with a kiss. So you look at it closely, there's Judas there, there's Jesus there, and he's kissing him. And so it's again based on that Leon Russellson song.